A lot of great organizations ask me, the Teamsters, the teachers. I can go on, the building trades, transit workers, the steel workers, the auto workers who need help right now. It's so important to us. The communication workers, afl-cio. It's, you know, and I can go on and on with the union.
So the Federation is a vehicle for the unions to support one another and
Yes.
to help one another out.
Yes.
And to work together on common
Yes.
common goals.
Yeah, and you know, we have the challenge of the economy. I talked about bringing industry here.
Yeah.
It's all reciprocal. We bring industry here, build some factories, put people back in those neighborhoods. They pay taxes, which helps the teachers because their kids go to school in those areas. You know, the stores, the restaurants do well, the hotel workers. It helps everybody. It's an important deal. The healthcare, it's a tough one. I was not crazy about them with the excise tax.
Tax on union workers'
No.
benefits.
No, I was not. I hope they work it out. We worked very hard on those benefits. Remember this, we negotiated away some of our increases for our health care. I get a kick out of they call our health care the Cadillac health insurance. But then you quoted me saying people like to buy cars and they say the Cadillac is a better model or a better name. You know, we need that health insurance because a lot of us don't live to collect it, or a lot of us get injured or have things happen to us because of the industry we work in. I can go on and on. The other issue is EFCA, Employee Free Choice Act.
Right.
I'm emphatic about us giving the unions or a person the right to join a union or form a union. Remember this, Bill. You and I or myself are not the union. The members of the union.
Right.
And they need to know that. You know, they go to work for other companies that, I won't elaborate who they are, but on their application they say for any reason or any time, we can discharge you and you can quit. That's an at-will way of life.
Right.
If they don't like to...
That's the law. If you don't have a union, you're under the, what do they call them, the master-servant
Exactly.
common law.
So if they don't like the sweater you wear,
No.
or the New York accent I have, or the mustache, or the glasses you wear, it's an at-will way of life. This isn't right wing or left wing. This is about just a human being having rights. You work hard and you put a good day's work in, you should be paid and reciprocated for that. I mean, it's very important to the Americans. I mean, like I said, I take a lot of pride in what we do.
And I think you take, I mean, we were talking earlier about the pride you take in how you've helped to build the organization, build the membership of,
Yes.
bring in some new unions into the Federation, or unions that
Well,
haven't been as active before, they're becoming
Yeah.
more active.
Well, in December, the auto workers affiliated on 100 more members.
Okay.
The Teamsters just got back on board, Local 120. I'm real proud of that, and the auto workers. Meeting with the steel worker, Local 1175 from 3M. I hope they get on board. We want to help you. We want to help these unions.
Okay.
They are emphatic about organizing and political activism to build these organizations. People wonder where their dues go, and well, I'm a piece of what happens. We're emphatic about making things happen, bringing industry here, bringing a better way of life. You know, for many years, the laws have changed to work against unions, to work against the worker, that we can't compete. We can't compete with these other countries. I mean, we made better products, but in some of the products we import, you know, they're not even close to the quality things that we make, the industries that are in the United States.
Well, you talked about politics. This is a political year coming up. We got the governor. The governor's office is open. We got the House of Representatives, the State House of Representatives, and the federal Congress. What do you see as the St. Paul Federation's role in?
Well, by direction of the afl-cio and some of the change to win unions too, we need jobs.
Okay.
Jobs. That is
the issue, number one.
Jobs.
Okay.
I mean, if we don't start putting Minnesota workers to work, we're going to end up against the wall. We right now are struggling. The unemployment figures, don't really tell us the real story. I mean, you look around on the foreclosures and the auto industry, and I mean, we need to pay attention by bringing industry here. And Trumpka and in Washington and some of the other unions are really stepping up on the jobs programs. And I'm going to do everything I can to elect those union officials, or I'm sorry, political officials that are going to promote jobs. Okay. The governor's race, we have a lot of good candidates. But I have one message to send to these candidates. Mm-hmm. We need to bring jobs to Minnesotans. And I don't care how we have to do it. We need to bring industry here. We need to bring it here. We rely way too much on other things by outsourcing products, outsourcing jobs, outsourcing things that we produce. I mean, it's a travesty. I don't get it.
Okay, so the number one question to candidates who come
what are you going to do about bringing jobs here?
Endorsement recommendation.
Jobs.
Jobs. All right.
Jobs.
And number two, I presume, will be health care?
And EFCA.
EFCA.
Let's not put
Free
EFCA.
Choice Act. All right.
Yes, let's not put that under the carpet.
Okay.
We are emphatic about that.
Okay.
It's not fair,
Okay.
I'll say this, to really make it simple about EFCA. If there's 7, 8 people in this room that want to join a union, and 6 of those people sign a card to join a union, we go right into union affiliation. What it used to be, what it is right now is that because of Bureau of Mediation or the National Labor Relations Board, we have to wait for an election. And what happens is some of these employees get unfair labor practices performed on them, threatened, told that they're going to get...
It gives an employer who's
time
to do some mischief there.
And with these agencies, they're understaffed.
Right.
And by the time you get an election, things turn around.
Okay.
We don't get commission to organize these people. We don't get anything. We do it because we believe in that way of life.
Right. Right.
We just got a few minutes left to wrap up here. Is there anything, any message you want to leave our viewers as you begin your leadership of the St. Paul Federation?
Like I said before, there's some hope. Minnesotans and Americans are resilient. We'll find a way. Mm-hmm. But if we don't step up on bringing jobs to Minnesota, I'm talking to the governor right now, and I'm talking to these politicians up at the Hill. If they don't concentrate on doing these things and bringing jobs here, we're going to have problems. And it's our youth that is going to inherit this stuff. I mean, we can bring taxes and more taxes, and some of those things do work. But the Minnesotans' way of life is going the other way right now with the current governor. We have a problem. And I'm not trying to shoot him down or cut him down. Mm-hmm. But it's very important that we find a governor that's going to bring jobs to Minnesota, and most likely union jobs. Unions bring a wonderful way of life, and I'm proud to be a union member.
Okay. And under your leadership, we can expect there's going to be a lot of political activity this year in St. Paul and in the other the surrounding counties.
Well,
I expect I'll be getting some calls to go door knocking or.
Well, the old quote was the old quote in our union political elections is, when we call you, just say yes.
Okay.
Because we're going to ask you to volunteer.
I'll be there.
Thank you.
And I expect you will too.
Thank you.
Day and night. Thanks very much
appreciate
for
that.
this interview,
Thank you.
Bobby. It's good to have you on the program.
I appreciate that.
Thanks to viewers of Voices of Experience for joining us for this show. Thanks to our esteemed director, Roger Carlson, and to the crew, Ed Rapp and Larry Chadwick. And until next time, good day.